Hi friends, what math curriculum should I use is probably one of the most common questions that I see on homeschool Facebook groups or that my friends are asking me. And so I just wanted to give you my review based on what I have been using for the past 5 years now with 3 different children. Of interest, I am actually a math teacher. That's what I went to school for. I taught at the high school level for 6 years before I decided to stay home with my kids. But really, it's just been experience that has made me fall in love with this curriculum. So I'm going to show you today about Christian Light Education math. And my kids are actually doing their math right now. So thank you for filming, Ellie. I'm going to take this. And now I'm going to go ahead and just walk you through all of the reasons why I love this curriculum.
Yes, and I'm working out well doing math. Yes, I am.
Okay. All right, so first of all, Christian Light Education is inexpensive. It's under $40 for a full year's worth of curriculum, the teacher manual, and the kids' guide, so that's always a plus. But really, I love it because it's incredibly thorough and well written. So I'm going to go ahead and show you an example from my daughter's, hold on, Ellie, from my daughter's lesson. She is in the 3rd grade, so she's in the 300 level. This is 304, so we're 4/10 of the way through the year because there are 10 light units per year. So she's on lesson 12. And at the beginning of each lesson, there is a list of things to do at their level. So they've got just some basic skills that they're always working on, counting by 100s, by 25s, by 5s, by 10s. They have a phenomenal flashcard system, so they're always working on practicing certain flashcards. She's got a bunch of marks on there. But they would be practicing either an addition, subtraction flashcard set that are all nicely organized. Christian Light Education will tell you how to do that. It's a wonderful systematic way that you review them. And then they'll be working on multiplication and division flashcards. They have speed drills daily. And then within the speed drill, so that's at the end, they've got minute-long speed drills. And then they're going to use their speed drill, let me go find my son's. They're going to use their speed drill score to practice graphs of different types. So here he's doing just a little graph like that. They've got pie graphs, bar graphs, all sorts of different things. So you've got sausages, yes.
Sausage! Yummy!
Okay, so it's a systematic way in each lesson that they're going to do some basic practice. Then they're going to move on to a very short new lesson. So Christian Light Education is what's called a spiral math program. So that means that they are not doing what we tend to think of, like, for example, at the high school level where you've got a whole chapter on one subject and then you move on. But what they do is they introduce very small amounts of new material, and then a spiral program is constantly reviewing. So there is so much review.
There's just for fun.
Yes, and there's just for funds too. So within every, just throughout the whole entire year, you're constantly reviewing. So within every unit, and there are 10 per year, you can look at the overview. And so each light unit is going to have 17 lessons, and they've got a very short amount of new skills and concepts, and then tons of practice, like I said. So that's a spiral program, which I personally love and prefer over a unit study mastery type program. Okay, so that's my first thing. It is clear. It's a spiral program. The teacher's manual is laid out beautifully for you to follow along. So it's going to show you exactly what you see in your child's light unit with the answers, and then it's going to walk you through how to go ahead and teach that, what you might need. It's a grab-and-go program. There's not a lot of lesson prep. It's going to tell you what to do. It'll give you ideas on how to teach harder concepts. So it's just so easy to follow, so easy to use. All right, also, let's talk a little bit about the quizzes and tests within each program, because I love that. No, I've got it. Thank you, though. All right, so when you open a new light unit, you're going to find within your child's light unit, it's just kind of stapled in the middle for you to easily pull out, but you're gonna find a nice test. So you pull that out and you've got a test for them. They also have in the back 2 quizzes per unit. And so you're gonna pull those out and do them at various points throughout the unit. And what I love about the quizzes and tests is, I've got a stack over here to show you. All right, this is not bragging on my children, I promise. Look at these grades. This is bragging on this program, and I'm gonna tell you why. So as a spiral program, okay, my kids are not, this is not because my kids are math geniuses. This is because this program is so good about testing and quizzing at the right point in time. So they're not gonna quiz you on material that you have just learned a few days prior, like you would in traditional unit studies that are mastery based. In a spiral program, this program is gonna quiz and test on material that you learned quite a while ago. I don't know what that's doing in there. And it's going to quiz and test you on it once you've been practicing for such a long time that it builds success and confidence. We rarely get B's. Almost all of their quiz and test scores are high A's, and it's because of the program. So it's just not that we don't struggle, but we struggle and then we practice and practice and practice. And by the time you're being quizzed and tested on it, you really have mastered it and accomplished it. So I love that about Christian Light Education. All right, so also it's not a super heavy manipulative program, which I prefer. So if your child needs a lot of hands-on, then maybe you wouldn't love it, but I really do. I've used it through multiple different learners. And what I do is I just keep a bunch of manipulatives close by. And so when my children are struggling with a concept, we'll pull it out. It does things with money and various, it talks about, you know, a lot about place value and stuff. So there's definitely ways to build in manipulatives, but I didn't want a program that was heavy dependent upon manipulatives. So it'll give you ideas in the teacher manual, but it's not like you have to constantly be using things. All right, also one more big plus about this program is that it has different themes, I believe starting at the 200 level. Okay, so Ellie, like right now, your theme for this unit, and again, there's 10 per year.
I'll show you,
is, she loves this one.
Cooking!
Cooking. They get so excited to find out what the theme is for each unit. So they just kind of build in, go back to that, Ellie. Go back to the front, please. They just kind of build in a fun theme that uses math in different ways. So like this is math in the kitchen. So just they've got a little introduction at the beginning of that unit, and then throughout this unit, this light unit, you're gonna have story problems that are related to cooking. Just fun little facts. It's not too much because I didn't want, I'm not looking for a reading program or a science program, but I like how it's just mixed in very easily, but it's really focused on math. So in the 400 level, my son's, for example, his themes for this entire year are all based on countries and cultures. So for this one, his theme is Meet the Aussies. And so it's all about Australia, just kind of built in a fun way. We did one on Italy. I remember he loved that one. And it was talking about volcanoes. And so this one has actually been a really easy one to kind of mix in some history, but like I said, in an easy way. So it's not too much. It's not like it's veering away from math, because I have seen programs that do that. They try and mix in so much that they're not just getting straight to the math of it. So it's related very well, but it's just enough to make it kind of exciting and just to mix it up a little bit. So I believe I have covered everything. I love Christian Light Education. I've recommended it to a handful of people. I haven't had one that has not been fully happy with it. I'm not getting paid to say this. This is truly just my own experience, and I love it. So I love to help people if you are looking for a math curriculum. So there you go. Let me know if you have any other questions. But if you were looking for a new math program, then go ahead and look into Christian Light Education. All right, have a great day.